Number 6. Braga, Portugal, the useful sun-drenched sanctuary. Average monthly cost of living $750 to $880. If you are determined to live in Western Europe, love the warmth of the Iberian sun, and crave a historic coastal vibe but find yourself completely pried out of Lisbon or Porto, Braga is your answer. Located in northern Portugal, Braga is the country's oldest city, packed with ancient churches and Baroque monuments. However, do not let its ancient exterior fool you. Braga has been officially voted one of the youngest and most livable cities in Europe, thanks largely to massive, sprawling campus of the University of Minho, which inject a vibrant, forward-thinking student energy into the historic street. Living in Braga gives you access to the coveted Portuguese quality of life at a fraction of the capital cost. A private room in a high-quality student flat or expat apartment run between $250 and $350 a month. The Atlantic coastline and its gorgeous beach are just a 25-minute train ride away, costing only a few euros per ticket. The food and beverage economy in Braga is incredibly generous. You can walk into a traditional Tasca, local Portuguese tavern, and order a daily lunch menu featuring fresh coffee, bacalhau, rice, salad, red wine, and a special for under $7. Portugal's famous pastel de nata pastry, paired with a morning coffee, will rarely set you back more than $1.5. With its low crime rate, relaxed lifestyle, exceptionally friendly local, and a booming tech scene that welcomes international talent, Braga stands as the ultimate affordable Western European paradise. Number 7. Belgrade, Serbia, the unstoppable nightlife capital. Average monthly cost of living $700 to $820. Perth as a historic confluence of the Danube and Sava River, Belgrade is a gritty, energetic, and completely mesmerizing metropolis, while its brutalist architecture and war-torn history give it a raw exterior. Belgrade possesses a warm and an electrifying social energy that completely captivates foreigners. Known globally as the undisputed nightlife capital of the Balkans, famous for its blast-worthy floating river club that hosts parties 365 nights a year. Belgrade is a magnet for international exchange students and young freelancers looking for a high-intensity lifestyle on a low-intensity budget. Despite a minor influx of digital nomads pushing up price in recent years, Belgrade remains an incredible bargain compared to Central or Western Europe. Finding a comfortable apartment outside the historic Stari Grad Old Town in areas like Novi Belgrade or Tivedara will cost around $300 to $400 a month, and flat sharing brings that number down significantly. The social culture here revolves around the kafana, traditional bistro, and local cafe. Serbians take their coffee incredibly seriously, and you can spend hours with people watching over a rig special for just $1.2. Street food is a legendary late-night savior, a massive juicy pitless caviar, a spiced Balkan burger patty served inside fresh salmon bread, cost less than $2.5, and will keep you full for half a day. Belgrade University is highly respected globally, and the city welcoming English proficient population make adjusting to life here completely seamless for foreigner. Number 8. Sofia, Bulgaria. The mountain backed Banka metropolis. Average monthly cost of living $650 to $750. Sofia is a city where ancient history and modern expat life cross in the most beautiful way possible. Look down while walking to class or work, and you might see 2,000 years old Roman ruin exposed underneath the glass floor of the subway station. Look up and you are greeted by the dramatic snow-covered peak of Vitosha Mountain, which sits just a 30 minutes boat ride from the city center. As one of the Europe's oldest capital, Sofia has emerged in 2026 as a major tech startup capital of Eastern Europe, attracting international students to Sofia University and expats to multinational corporate office. The financial barrier to entry in Sofia is incredibly low. A private room in a stylish apartment in trendy neighborhood like Losnes or the city center rate from 220 to 300 a month. For students, Bulgaria offers some of the lowest university fees in the European Union, particularly for medical and veterinary science taught entirely in English. Eating out in Sofia is a delightfully cheap habit. The city is packed with trendy bistros and traditional Bulgarian mechana taverns. You can indulge in a massive sopshka salad and a comforting clay pot kavama still for less than $5. Entertainment is equally affordable. An opera or theater tickets cost around $7, and a cold Bulgarian beer at a bustling student bar is under $1.5. For out-of-sea expats, the ability to go out skiing in the winter or hiking in the summer right on the edge of the city without paying Swiss or Austrian resort price makes Sofia an unbeatable high-value capital. Here is a complete high-octane overview of top 10 cheapest cities in Europe for international students and expats in 2026. Its destination is crafted to provide a deep, immersive look at the lifestyle, academic vibe, and real-world number you can expect, averaging around 400 words per second. Number 10. Lost Poland, the creative Renaissance hub, average monthly cost of living $650 to $750, while Warsaw handled the political weight and Krakow pulled in the massive tourist crowd. Losses from our users have quietly transformed into Poland's ultimate sanctuary for international students and creative expats. One a booming 19th century textile manufacturing hub, the city has undergone an architectural and cultural renaissance. Today, its massive red brick factory has been converted into trendy, sprawling cultural center, modern loft apartment, and vibrant co-working space. Home to the world-famous Watches Film School, which produced cinematic legends like Roman Polanski and Andrzej Wajda. The city vibrates an artsy, avant-garde energy that makes it incredibly welcome to foreigners. The financial setup in Warsaw is a massive relief compared to Western Europe. The city, the main city, Pio Street Coast Guard Street is one of the longest commercial streets in the world, packed with thousands of quickie pubs, student bars, and hidden courtyards cafes where a large local pierogi dinner and a peanut porridge drop beer will routinely cost you less than $6. Accommodation is where expats save the most. A private room in a modern, shared flat right this city center typically run between $200 to $280 a month, while a student dorm bed can drop as low as $120. Public transit is virtually free for students, with a monthly unlimited pass costing around $12 thanks to heavy student discount. Additionally, universities in Versus offer exceptionally high-quality English taught programs in engineering, medicine, and the art at fraction of Western tuition rate. Versus provide beautifully that you can get a world-class Central European education and a thrilling social life without drowning in a student debt. Here is a complete high-octane overview of top 10 cheapest cities in Europe for international students and expats in 2026. Its destination is crafted to provide a deep, immersive look at the lifestyle, academic vibe, and real-world number you can expect, averaging around 400 words per second. Number 10. Lost Poland, the creative Renaissance hub, average monthly cost of living $650 to $750, while Warsaw handled the political weight and Krakow pulled in the massive tourist crowd. Losses from our users have quietly transformed into Poland's ultimate sanctuary for international students and creative expats. One a booming 19th century textile manufacturing hub, the city has undergone an architectural and cultural renaissance. Today, its massive red brick factory has been converted into trendy, sprawling cultural center, modern loft apartment, and vibrant co-working space. Home to the world-famous Watches Film School, which produced cinematic legends like Roman Polanski and Andrzej Wajda. The city vibrates an artsy, avant-garde energy that makes it incredibly welcome to foreigners. The financial setup in Warsaw is a massive relief compared to Western Europe. The city, the main city, Pio Street Coast Guard Street, is one of the longest commercial streets in the world, packed with thousands of quickie pubs, student bars, and hidden courtyards cafes where a large local pierogi dinner and a peanut porridge drop beer will routinely cost you less than $6. Accommodation is where expats save the most. A private room in a modern, shared flat right this city center typically run between $200 to $280 a month, while a student dorm bed can drop as low as $120. Public transit is virtually free for students, with a monthly unlimited pass costing around $12 thanks to heavy student discount. Additionally, universities in Warsaw offer exceptionally high-quality English taught programs in engineering, medicine, and the art at fraction of Western tuition rate. Warsaw provide beautifully that you can get a world-class Central European education and a thrilling social life without drowning in a student debt. Number 7. The Flavor Burger 5000, flew by Herbert Killer, Las Vegas, about 500, about $5,000. Sin City, Las Vegas, a neon-lit desert oasis globally famous for high-stake gambling, multi-million-dollar poker game, and uninhibited financial recklessness. But the highest stakes in the culinary world don't take place at a blackjack table. They can be found at the Mandalay Bay Resort and Casino inside Flair, a restaurant helped by the legendary French master chef Herbert Keller. Here, Chef Keller created the Flair's Burger 5000, a dish that elevates a casual midday lunch into an elite historic gastronomic event. The burger itself is an undeniable masterclass in classical French culinary technique. It features a perfectly seasoned, expertly seared Japanese Wagyu beef patty that is heavily crowded in thick rib slab or pan-seared prime foie gras, fattiness duck liver, and a mountain of freshly slayed black truffle sauce from the countryside of France, all resting inside a custom-baked buttery brioche spoon. While the ingredients represent the absolute pinnacle of fine dining, they only account for a fraction of the burger, the 5,000 price tags. The true hidden secret of this transaction lies in the liquid pairing that accompanies the plate. The Flair Burger 5000 is served alongside a full, pristine bottle of 1995 Chateau Petrus from Bordeaux, France. This specific vintage is one of the most legendary, ultra-rare, and widely sought after wine in human history, commanding thousands of dollars at Alice Global Auction House. The heavy, dark fruit note and velvet tanning of the ancient wine slide through the decadent, fatty richness of Wagyu and foie gras in absolute perfection. To complete the experience, the wine is poured into premium in cherry crystal stemware, which the guests get to pack up and keep as a souvenir of the night they ate a 5,000 lunch. Number 8. The $1 Lobster Frittata, Nomads, New York City, about $3,200. If you think paying $20 or $30 for a gourmet brunch omelette at a trendy downtown cafe is an excessive indulgence, the number 8 spot on our list will completely destroy and recalibrate your financial perspective. Located inside the upscale Midtown Manhattan Hotel Park, New York, the legendary restaurant Nomads serves the $1 Lobster Frittata. This is a breakfast dish engineered specifically for Wall Street hedge fund manager, real estate mogul, and corporate tycoon looking to ostentatiously celebrate a multi-billion-dollar corporate merge before the stock market even hit its afternoon stride. At its core, the baseline of the dish is a beautifully executed, fluffy egg frittata cooked in rich cream and high-grade butter, loaded with a generous 6 ounces of fresh, sweet, tender chunk of entire lobster claw, sorted straight from the cold water of Maine. If the dish stopped here, it would be a premium $60 hotel breakfast. However, the true secret behind the staggering $3,200 price tag is the crowning astronomical layer of black gold. The entire top of the frittata is covered in a massive 10-ounce blanket of Alice Cervruga caviar, Because high-end sturgeon caviar is a highly volatile commodity, the cost of this breakfast effectively behaves like a luxury stock option on your plate. The salty, oceanic pulp of the pristine carnivore egg cut beautifully through the rich, buttery density of the lobster and egg, really creating a flavor profile that is as complex as it is financially devastating. For those who want the status symbol but have not quite closed the mega deal that the restaurant graciously offers a scaled-down, 1-ounce miniature version of the frittata for only $300. Number 9. The Golden Boy Burger, Deldanton, Netherlands. Price about $5,000. Landing at number 9 is the ultimate high-concept evolution of classic comfort food. While the humble hamburger is historically celebrated as a cheap, greasy street-side staple accessible to everyday working class, Dutch chef Robert Jan de Vens of acclaimed restaurant De Danton decided to completely shatter that paradigm, driven by a desire to break a Guinness World Record and create something truly legendary during a global restaurant slump. He engineered the Golden Boy, a burger so intensely decadent it required days of advanced preparation. Every single component of this burger represents the absolute peak of agricultural luxury. The foundation is a massive, meticulously serrated patty made from 100 poor Japanese A5 Wagyu beef. This specific meat is globally famous for its intense, web-like intramuscular fat marbling, resulting in a texture so unbelievably tender that the beef literally melts at room temperature. This luxurious patty is then layered with shaved white truffle from Aba, Paleta Iberico de Pelota ham, an Alice Accord-fed Spanish curd ham egg for years, and king crab leg poached in white wine. The condiment profile is where the chef madness truly shines. The burger is dressed in a custom smoked duck egg, mayonnaise, and a barbecue sauce made from Kobe Lockwood coffee bean, which pass through the digestive tract of civet cat and highly aged Macallan Singer malt whiskey. Finally, the entire creation is sandwiched between two halves of a artisan brioche spoon made with Dom Brennan champagne dough, which is then completely enveloped in a blinding sheet of edible gold leaf. Before serving, the burger is briefly placed under a glass dome filled with whiskey-infused smoke, delivering an intense rich explosion of umami that's cost more than a brand new luxury watch. Welcome to the final frontier of culinary indulgence, where the boundary between food and fine art completely dissolve, and a single dinner bill can comfortably buy a luxury sport car. Today, we are stepping away from private island and entering the world the most elite kitchen to uncover the 10 most expensive dishes in the world that will devastate your wallets. For the ultra-wealthy, dining is no longer about sustenance. It's about status, variety, and consuming things that are nearly impossible to obtain, from edible 24-karat gold to jewels served on a plate. Let's look at the dish that represent the absolute peak of gastronomic elegance. Number 10. The Golden Phoenix Cupcake, Bloomsbury Boutique, Dubai. Price about $1,000. Kicking off our countdown at number 10 is a dessert that could truly only exist in Dubai. A city that has built its entire global reputation on pushing the absolute boundary of architectural, lifestyle, and culinary luxury. The Golden Phoenix Cupcake, meticulously crafted by the artisan at Bloomsbury Boutique, elevate a simple, nostalgic childhood sweet into a glittering, multi-sensory monument of poor will. This is not a pastry designed for a casual weekend cheese meal. It is a theatrical, edible sculpture commissioned by a royal family and oil tycoon to make a bold statement at high society event. The underlying architecture of this cupcake relies on a structural blueprint of ultra-premium, geographically specific ingredients sourced from every corner of the globe. The batter is whipped with using organic, high-fat flour imported directly from the United Kingdom and premium mocha-rich butter from Denmark. The deep, intoxicating chocolate profile comes from Corso of Amade Porcelana, an incredibly rare, single-origin Venezuela Greek local cocoa bean widely considered by chocolatiers to be the most expensive and flawless chocolate on planet Earth. The frost the frosting is then infused with the aromatic essence of high-grade hand-pollinated Ugandan vanilla bean. However, the element does aggressively drive the price tag into the $1,000 territory is breathtaking external presentation. One baked to perfection, the cupcake is entirely wrapped in a flawless, delicate layer of irresistible 24-karat Italian gold leaf. It is then intricately decorated with gold-dipped chocolate butterfly dust with a fine coat of sprinkling gold dust, and served on a custom Villari 24-karat gold plate stand alongside a solid golden spoon filled with rich, velvety chocolate ganache. To eat it to consume an aesthetic masterpiece, leaving you with a literal shimmering gold coating on your tongue. Here are the top 10 street food paradise on earth where you can eat like royalty for pocket change in 2026. Top 10. Lisbon, Portugal. The soulful street of the Atlantic. Average daily food budget from $15 to $25. Lisbon is a city that captures your heart, not through grand, pretentious fine dining, but through its humble, soulful, and deeply aromatic street-side tradition. Walking through the narrow, cobblestone alley of the Alfama or Bairro Alto district, you are constantly enveloped by the scene of baking dough and the faint, briny breeze of the Atlantic Ocean. While Lisbon has certainly gained popularity as a European travel hub in 2026, it remains one of the few Western Europe capitals where a budget-conscious traveler can feast like a local without paying a premium price for the privilege. The undisputed queen of Lisbon street food culture is the pastel de nata. Just a pastry is a cultural icon. A warm, perfectly blistered custard tart with a crust so flaky it's shorter at the first bite and a creamy, slightly scorched egg yolk center. It is available at almost every corner bakery. For less than $1.5, you can grab one fresh out of the oven, pair it with a small, intense beaker, a traditional Portuguese espresso, and a stand at a gin stop counter just like the local have done for generations. It's the ultimate inexpensive morning ritual that defies the pace of life in the city. However, Lisbon's street food scene extends far beyond sweet. If you venture into the smaller, non-touristy tavern or look for the local tasca, you can find hearty, nourishing meals that provide incredible value. You might encounter the bifana, a simple, deeply satisfying Portuguese pork sandwich marinated in garlic, wine, and peri-peri, served in a crusty roll. It's cheap, messy, and absolutely delicious. Furthermore, the relationship with the sea means that salted cod or bacalhau is never far away. You will find crispy pasty de bacalhau, coffee cake, sold in the street side window, perfect for a quick, high-protein snack as you navigate the city the famous hill. What makes Lisbon truly special is the soul of its food. There's an honesty to the preparation here. The ingredients are often simple: flour, egg, olive oil, fresh fish, and local spice, but they are treated with a reverence that transforms them into something extraordinary. Whether you are grabbing a quick lunch from a local deli or ending your day with a glass of ginginha, a sweet cherry liqueur sold at a tiny standing room only street bar, Lisbon provides that you don't need a white tablecloth restaurant to experience the true flavor of Portugal. It's a city that invites you to slow down, lean against a tidal world, and enjoy the simple, inexpensive, and profoundly beautiful rhythm of its street. Number 9. Tokyo, Japan. Pinnacle of precision and freshness. Average daily food budget from $20 to $35. Many international travelers operate under the misconception that Tokyo is exclusively a city of high-end astronomical price tags, the home of $500 omakase and luxury Kobe beef. But, however, the true beauty of Tokyo, the culinary landscape, lies in its accessible, lightning-fast, and obsessively high-quality street food scene. In Tokyo, cheap never means a compromise on quality or hygiene. Whether you are navigating the neon-drenched alley of Shinjuku, exploring the historic temple ground of Asakusa, or grabbing a bite near the bustling Shibuya crossing, the city offers a masterclass in how to deliver perfection on a budget. The street food here is an exercise in both traditional and efficiency. Start your culinary exploration with takoyaki, the iconic molten hot octopus balls that are crispy on the outside and creamy on the inside, typically sold in packs of 6 or 8 from small sidewalk stores. Then follow the scene of charcoal smoke to find yakitori, expertly sweet-grilled bite-sized chicken seasoned with either a savory soy-based salt or simple sea salt. Watching a master yakitori chef rotate the skewer over white-hot Winchester charcoals is as much a part of the experience as the flour itself. These snacks are not just food, they are carefully refined rituals, available for just a few dollars, designed to be enjoyed standing up or while walking through the city's vibrant district. Beyond the heart of the grilled snack, Tokyo is a global leader in the convenient culture food. The local convenience stores like 7-Eleven, Lawson, and Family Mart are culinary marvels in their own right, offering fresh, nutritious, and delicious onigiri, ribbon wrapped in crispy nori, high-quality bento box, and steaming portion of oden, a comforting slow simmer mesley of fish cake, radish and boiled egg that is a lifesaver for travelers during the cooler month. What makes Tokyo street food unique is the invisible standard of excellence. You will rarely find a bad meal here. The ingredients are sourced with rigorous care. The store are kept to surgical level of cleanliness, and the store operates with a quiet, efficient precision that ensure your food is prepared exactly as it should be. You can spend an entire day roaming the city, moving from a steaming bowl of affordable Rick ramen in a tiny basement store to an assortment of savory snacks on the street, all while keeping your total daily expenditure surprisingly low. Tokyo provides that proof that when you value craft, precision, and respect for the ingredient, you can create a world-class dining experience that is both remarkably affordable and deeply satisfying for anyone with an adventurous palate and a tight budget. Marrakesh, Morocco, the atmospheric feast of Gemma Elfana. Average daily food budget from 12 to $20. When the sun dips below the horizon in Marrakesh, the city's heart, the Gemma Elfana Sway undergoes a metamorphosis that's nothing short of legendary. By day, it's a vast, open plaza of snake charmer and storyteller. By night, it's transformed into one of the most vibrant, chaotic, and intoxicating open-air dining rooms on planet Earth. The air becomes thick with the heavy, sweet savory smoke of charcoal fire and the scent of cumin, cinnamon, and roasting lamb. For a budget traveler, it's not just a place to eat, it's a mandatory pilgrimage into the sensory zone of North Africa. The scale of the restaurant is overwhelming, with hundreds of stores lined up under glow lantern, it vying for your attention with elaborate display of fresh produce and sizzling meat. The undisputed king of the Gemma Elfana menu is the slow-cooked tagine, named after the conical clay pot it is cooked in, a tangent meat, typically lamb or chicken, to break in its old juices until it falls tender. Infused with olive, preserved lemon, and a complex spice broth that defies simple description. Because the dish is cooked over low heat, charcoal amber for hours, the flavors are deep, earthly, and profoundly comforting, overserved with a side of airy, crusty corpse bread that is perfect for mopping off every that drop of the rich salt. If you are looking for something faster, the square is famous for its charcoal grilled skewer of kefta, spiced mice meat, and tender lamb liver, served with fresh tomato and onion salad that provide a sharp, acidic contrast to the rich, fatty meat. For those seeking a warming start, a bowl of harira, a traditional thick soup of chickpea, lentil, and tomato, is staple that's cost almost nothing but provide incredible sustenance. What makes Marrakesh such a standout is the atmosphere. You will find yourself sitting on a long, communal wooden bench, shoulder to shoulder with local Moroccan family, curious backpack, and street performer, or under the flickering light of the square. It's a noisy, loud, and brilliantly human experience. The prices are incredibly low, and the value is in the memory of the night itself. In Gemma Elfna, you aren't just paying for the ingredient, you're paying for a seat at one of the oldest, most mystical dinner table in history, where the food is as ancient as the city world surrounding you. Taipei, Taiwan. Taipei, Taiwan. The gold standard of night market excellent. Average daily food budget from $15 to $25. If there were a global championship of the organization, hygiene, and sheer density of delicious food, Taipei would arguably take home the gold medal. While many cities offer street food at a chaotic grab-and-go experience, Taipei has refined it into a cultural institution. City the night markets such as Massachusetts, the historic Rauhis or the local favorite Ninja are structured, vibrant, and incredibly safe, making them the intimate playground for budget-conscious food lovers. In Taipei, you don't just eat, you embark on a multi-cart grudging marathon where every item typically costs between $1 to $4. The variety in Taipei night market is staggering. You are greeted by the sight and smell of xiaolongbao, soup dumpling, where the delicate paper-thin dog skin hold a spoonful of savory, piping hot broth and tender pork. That a few steps away, you might encounter the legendary stinging tofu, a dish that challenges your olfactory scene before rewarding your palate with a complex, fermented flavor profile that is surprisingly addictive when deep-fried and topped with picked cabbage and spicy garlic sauce. In a bowl, little bit of heady staple that serve up a rise of passive for every visitor. For those who prefer something more comforting, Taiwanese fried chicken is mandatory. They are massive hand-sized cutlets seasoned with fine spice powder and white pepper, fried until they are shatteringly crispy on the outside and juicy on the inside. You can also find the iconic oyster omelette, a gooey, savory sweet mixture of fresh oyster, egg, and leafy green, thickened with sweet potato stock and enriched with a secret red sauce. And for sweet finish, a cup of bubble tea, which were invented here, or a shaved ice dessert topped with fresh tropical mango provide the perfect cooling relief after a long night of wandering. What truly sets Taipei apart from any other street food destination is its commitment to quality. Local government authority and market association often regulate cleanliness and food safety standards, meaning you can indulge in a dozen different stores without worrying about your stomach. The atmosphere is social and electric. Yes, orderly. You can spend an entire evening weaving through the narrow aisle, eating your way from store to store for the price of a single lunch in a western city. Taipei provides that street food does have to be a guilty pleasure or a risk. It can be a certificate, affordable, and incredibly delicious culinary art form that is accessible for anyone.